Well, one of the neat things about working with real-world data, with real-world data sets, is that you have to tackle things like 16-second queries as part of your demo, which is good because those are the things that happen in the real world. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create an index. But what do I create this index on? Well, a good rule of thumb is that if you're filtering on something, that should be what the index is on. So create an index on whatever you filter on. So in this case, I was filtering on the company name Strack Clocko. I love that random data. Okay, so that has been created. The next thing I want to do is I want to create an index on the sale ID on the fulfillments table because I'm joining on that. So this is step 2. Create an index on keys that you use in joins. Okay, so let's rewind a little bit and go back to our query. And taking a look at this, we've got a lot of stuff going on here, including an inner join, which I don't think we need. Let's see if we can be smarter about this. And the first thing is that we should be using an equijoin. That's the join I should have been using the whole time. It's specially designed to work with primary keys, and here I'm telling it to use the ID of my sales table and join it over to my fulfillments table. However, instead of specifying a key name here, I'm actually going to specify a secondary index to use. This is going to use the sale ID index from our fulfillments table, which is going to speed things up dramatically. Now, I didn't have to use that index, but it's always a good idea if you're going to be doing queries like this to create an index on what's supposed to be a foreign key. Okay, well, now that I've done that, let's do our mapping once again. Here, I'm going to map the sale ID to the left side ID. That is going to be our sales table's ID. And then the fulfillment ID is going to be the right side's ID. The status, of course, is going to come from the right side table, which is our fulfillments table. And the company is going to come from the left side, or the customer table. All right, don't blink. Notice I don't have any filters on this. 169 milliseconds. There are no limits. There are no filters. This is an equijoin on an index, returning the exact data that we need. Look at that. That is amazing. Now, if I put a filter on here, check out what happens. I'm filtering by the company Stark Group. But notice how everything slows down. In fact, it's going so slow, I'm just going to have to abort this because what it's doing is it's trying to apply a filter over 100,000 rows of returned data. Now that is something to really keep in mind. I have optimized everything using keys, using joins, using indexes. But if I throw a filter down, it's going to have to go back and apply that filter all over the place. To get around this, instead of using the sales table directly, I'm going to use the secondary index company that I created. And I'll just say get all start group. And then I will join that on an equijoin down below. Don't blink. 11 milliseconds. How is that for an optimization? I have to tell you, when putting this demo together, I literally screamed and I started laughing. I could not believe what I saw. Quite the optimization.